Welcome back to CFO Presents Keys to the Good Life. One of the things that make life easier for small business owners and nonprofits is how you handle your payroll. I'm going to give you 5 reasons why it's a good idea to outsource payroll. First reason why you should outsource payroll is because you want to avoid fees, penalties, fines from being late, and wrong tax filings. Now, it is a stressor for most people, maybe not for me, but for most people when they get a letter from the IRS or the state or their local taxing agency, they're nervous, they're anxious, especially when it's telling you that you owe $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 because of something that was missed or something that wasn't done or something that was done incorrectly. We take care of that. We take the liability from you because we do it right. We make sure that the filings are done the correct way on time so that you can avoid fees, penalties, and fines. Number 2, it takes time to do payroll. So outsourcing it saves time and energy. Unless that's what you do, unless you're in business to do payroll, then it may be a better idea for you not to waste your time doing it and let somebody else do it because that's all they do. A good way to look at it is if it takes you an hour to do payroll and you figure, depending on how much you pay yourself, if you pay yourself say $50 an hour and it takes you an hour to do payroll on a weekly basis or bi-weekly basis, that means that it took 2 hours to 4 hours of your time if you run payroll every week or every other week. And that's the equivalent of $100 or $200. Well, you can get a payroll service for around the same amount or less, depending on how many people have, but they take away some of the stress of having to do it. Number 3, it reduces costs. So if it takes you time, and I have to say that when people try to do it themselves, I have not known any situation where they didn't mess up for the first time. That first year is always the most painful year because that's when you mess up the most. Of course, you learn from your mistakes, but it's going to cost you the most. But if you just outsource that to another small business, and they do the payroll for you, you develop that relationship with them, and use their relationships with the IRS and the state agencies, then not only do you reduce time, you reduce energy, you reduce headache, but you also reduce your costs. Number 4, convenience and reliability. To have the convenience of just being able to call somebody and tell them what you need, when you need it, and they respond, that is a stress reliever. You want your life to be easy. You want to outsource and minimize your effort as much as possible so that you can focus on the thing that put you in business to begin with. This outsourcing of the payroll allows you to do that. And number 5, and the most important, is the reduction of stress, anxiety, and worry over not doing it right or over not getting your people paid. Because there are a lot of rules, a lot of regulations, there are a lot of things that you may not know about. And guess what? Ignorance is no excuse. You'll still be fined and penalized for the things you don't know. That's why it's best to hire the professionals. That's what they do, and they will inform you so that you will know. You will have an understanding of what's going on, and you'll see how it makes your life easier. And that's what we want in a good life, an easier life. So, if this has been a good video for you and you like it, please subscribe, click the notification so you can get notified when we upload future videos, which will be on a weekly basis, covering all business-related topics for small businesses and nonprofits. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate having you. We'll see you again in the good life.